Like I mentioned last video, I said the build is coming fast as we got auto motion in less than 50 days. Well, here we are throwing the summer setup on the 2017 Illumi-Duty. Right now, the setup I'm running are these I believe they're Feel Rebels 20x9 with some Winter Force LT tires. This is my winter setup for when it's snowing and I go snowmobiling. Get unbelievable traction with the setup here. But it's just too narrow, man. It looks like a grandpa truck to me. I gotta get these pizza cutters off of here and throw on something a little bit wider, which is why we are throwing on the 20x12 Hostile sprockets with a negative 44mm offset. If you guys remember my last truck, this setup was on the last truck and it looked pretty damn good on that truck. I'm not gonna lie, I think the 20x12s look pretty good on the truck. This is not my ideal setup for this truck. My ideal setup for this truck would be polished 22x12s or 24x14s. But right now, because of budget, and I just bought the truck and I got money I need to put in other places, we are gonna throw on the 20x12 Hostiles and see how they look. In order to fit these, so this truck already has, like I mentioned, a 2.5 inch, I believe, leveling kit. But in order to fit this setup, I know I'm gonna take the mud flaps off because I know the Hostiles are gonna rub on here. And I might have to trim the valence and possibly do a bumper spacer, but I'm not too sure yet on the bumper spacer. Most likely gonna have to trim the valence down, but I do want to keep the valence because I like it. The mud flaps definitely got to come off, and I'm hoping, honestly, that's it and we can clear these. I really don't want to have to trim the inner fender. I know it can be done, and I know it's pretty easy, and you can make it look clean, but I really would rather not do that to fit these wheels. And also the running boards. I'm not sure what I want to do with the running boards. I like running boards, but I also don't like running boards. I think it looks okay on this truck, but I think the truck would look so much cleaner and look a little bit higher off the ground without the running boards. So first order of business in order to throw these Hostiles on is we're gonna have to remove these mud flaps, and then we're gonna take the fuels off, throw the Hostiles on, and see our fitment and see what needs to be trimmed in order to run these wheels. Now the tires I'm running on here are these like Venom Power. I really don't even know, I just know they're Venom Power. They're okay tires. I had them on here for one season, put maybe 20,000 22,000 miles on them, and they're already wearing down pretty good. Terrible traction in the snow, kind of bad traction in the rain. They're really not a great tire, but they're enough to get me by, and nice so I don't have to put the wear and tear on the Winter Force LTs, because wearing those out would suck because these tires are expensive. Just copped this Harbor Freight floor jack. So I've been bumming a floor jack off Brandon for the last, I can't even tell you how long. I've never had my own nice floor jack. So I copped this 3-ton low profile floor jack. I had to go with the low profile because it does have to fit under my Mustang. So this is a 3 1/8 inch clearance. So this should be able to get under just about any car I own. And it lifts almost to 20 inches. So we should be good on the truck. We shouldn't need wood blocks or 2x4s. So I will be saving these mud flaps. So I don't want to rip them off of here and make them not usable anymore. Because when I go back to my winter setup, which are these Fuels, I will be throwing the mud flaps back on. The first 20x12 Hostile on, and honestly, I was a little iffy about running 20-inch wheels because I just feel like it's such a big truck, and with the big truck, you need the big wheel to feel out the wheel well and make it look good. But honestly, it looks damn good. Come over here, got a good amount of poke here. Have not checked the turning radius because we just only installed one. About to do the rear one here. But it looks good, and we are thinking the running boards are going to come off just because it's gonna be a cleaner look with the running boards off. But so far so good. I'm actually kind of happy with this setup, and I guess we'll see what it looks like with all 4 on. We got this side of the setup on, and so far so good. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here, and I think I'm gonna like it a whole lot more when we get these running boards off of here. Tough decision to take these off, but I think it has to be done for aesthetics. It's just gonna look a lot cleaner, a lot bigger, and I'm not a fan of the look of running boards. Wish they were the power deploy, but couldn't afford the platinum, so we had to get these. So anyways, 20x12s, this side is complete, and yeah, I'm happy with it so far. I am extremely happy with the way this is looking. I was, like I said, worried about the 20s because it's a big truck, and 20s are not that big of a wheel for a truck like this, but it is looking damn good. We got the mud flaps off on this side. Brandon is over here working on getting the mud flaps off on this side, so all we got to do is jack it up, take the Fuels off, slap the Hostiles on, get the running boards off, and we are good to go with the new setup on this truck. We got the 20x12s on, all 4 all around, and we are about to check clearance. I don't think it's gonna rub, but then again, I don't know. How close are we?
Keep going. Yeah, you're good, you're clear.
I got turn radius?
She's cleared with like an inch.
Gonna hit?
You gotta see that.
How close is it?
I'll turn the wheel.
Oh! It's so close. But like, how often do you ever full lock though? Like, so we got clearance. We don't rub. 20x12's negative 44mm offset with a leveling kit on a 2017 Super Duty will fit without rubbing, and we have no other further modifications to make that work. Now that is pretty sick. Sweet. Yep, too quiet. Key looks kind of aggressive from the back with the 12 wides, not gonna lie. Front profile, not too bad either. I'd like to be just a little bit wider. New setup has been on the truck for about 2 to 3 days now, and I honestly have not driven this truck with the new setup yet, so we are gonna go take this truck for a drive and see how the setup feels and how everything handles with this 20x12 hostile sprocket negative 44mm offset setup we got going on this truck, and I will give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on running this setup for my new truck. Right off the bat, I can tell you guys, going from that super thick tire setup for my winter setup to this summer setup with 33s on a 20-inch wheel, much thinner tire, much cheaper tire, and a much harder compound, it is a rougher ride. I'm not gonna lie, way rougher than it was before. Nothing terribly bad though, just noticeably rougher. Damn, she thick though. Just imagine 14 wides. One other thing I noticed about this setup, for some reason, it wants to pull right so hard. If I let go of the wheel, it's already pulling right. Definitely wasn't pulling right with my winter setup. I don't know if it needs an alignment or what, but that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into. What I love about running this setup right now is I have full turn radius. Now, if I had some body roll in a hard corner, I'd probably rub the inner fender. But other than that, if I'm just chilling, making smooth turns, should not have an issue rubbing, which I love, whereas my other truck, it rubbed pretty bad on the 20x12s. Here's the truck, new setup, no mud flaps, no running boards, and personally, I like it, but I don't like it all that much. At first, when I threw the 20s on, I was like, okay, I might be able to get away with running 20s on this truck. I was worried because it's a big truck, big wheel well, 20s might look a little small. So, you know, at first, it looked good to me, and the more I see it in the driveway, the more I think it needs at least 22s. I'm not really sure that I want to make that move yet, because it's like either I get rid of these and get 22x12s for the meantime, or I keep these for a year and then end up going 24x14 forces. But I mean, overall, it's not bad. I think 20s on the Alumaduty is a little small. I think 22 would be an ideal wheel size. I'm just worried about turning radius, and if I'd have to do a bigger leveling kit or potentially a lift to squeeze the 22x12s, I would be probably running a 33 like this because I do like the 33 tire. But overall, guys, the truck looks good with the black and milled wheels. No running boards, guys. Seriously, delete your running boards. Like, it looks so much better. It cleans up the appearance of the truck, gives it like that look of being lifted, and taking the mud flaps off too makes a huge difference, believe it or not. Long story short, on the current setup on the truck is these might end up going back on Facebook Marketplace, and I might be in the market for a set of 22x12s. That's gonna be a wrap on today's video. If you guys liked the video, smash a huge thumbs up. Comment section below, let me know if I should rock the 20x12s for the season, or if I should just sell these and grab a set of 22x12s. And like I always say, if you guys are new here or you've been watching for a while and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
That's something I do. I've been hiding all of my emotions. That's something I do. I've been rolling around.